Joining me on our weekly roundtable is UT San Diego's Craig Gustafson to talk about Bob Filner's administration and if the city government is any more transparent than it was before he was elected. Craig, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Give us a general assessment of what you think about Filner's new administration, the beginning of it here.
Well, I mean, he's off to a bit of a rocky start. He's been pretty reluctant to provide information to the media. He's had a few press conferences, but just in general, he's had a little trouble putting together his staff. He just hired a communications director yesterday, who just started yesterday. Irene McCormick from the Port, who's a former UT reporter from back in the day. And it's just been a slow go in the first month of his tenure.
He promised and was very clear about a transparent government. What has been your issue on trying to get information from him about who he's hired and other issues?
Yeah, and basically I put in a public records request 101, which is, who have you hired and how much are you paying them? And we did that just a couple days after he took office, gave him a few days, and then we asked. And basically for the last month he has not provided that information. I mean, this is stuff that is pretty basic. Under Mayor Sanders, if you asked for somebody's position, name, and salary, you would get that probably within a half an hour. And by contrast, I asked each of the city council offices to provide the same information, and they all did it within 24 hours. So Filner still hasn't released any of that information.
Has he said why?
Well, they keep making excuses. We're in a transition period, and we're having trouble putting things together, and all this other stuff. But I mean, bottom line, this is you should be able to, at any given point, just tell me who's on your staff. And
how much they're making.
Yeah.
According to the California Public Records Act, what is actually required as far as disclosure?
Well, if you have something immediately available at your fingertips, you should provide them information right away. And obviously it'd be pretty easy to figure out if somebody's working for the city and how much they're making, especially if you're the strong mayor. So that's something that should be provided right away. If it's something more complicated, under the law you get a 10-day window to provide it, and if it's really complicated, you can ask for a 14-day extension. He's never asked for an extension. They've promised this information to me probably 3 or 4 times now, and with specific days they would give it, and still have not. And as of today, they said they would provide it on Monday.
And not just you, they haven't delivered to any of the news sources we ourselves have been asking.
Yeah, I know that people will say, well, the UT San Diego, the ownership, opposed his candidacy. Maybe he's just trying to stiff the UT. It's not that. He's doing it with pretty much every media outlet in town. He's not providing basic information to City Beat, KPBS, and others.
Do you think this could be part of, he wanted to hire Donna Frye to be, ironically, director of his open government, and there were some issues with that. First, tell us what the issue was, and then do you think that maybe that's a reason why?
Well, she is working for him right now. So the issue is she previously was a city council person and is collecting a pension from the city. And in the municipal code, you cannot rehire somebody who's already drawing a pension. So she can only be hired as a provisional employee for up to 90 days a year. So that's what she's starting as a provisional employee, so she's got about 3 months to work, and then they're going to try to change the municipal code to make an exception for her. Now, he made a big deal the day after he was elected, saying, we're going to have a transparent and open government.
Right, I remember.
I'm going to put Donna Frye in charge of this. I'm going to be regularly meeting with the press and giving you guys whatever you need, and that has just not been the case at all. Donna Frye won't even return phone calls and whatnot, even though she has an office and a line and everything. His press people rarely return calls, and if they do, it's usually no comment.
And again, I want to be clear that this isn't just UT San Diego and some sort of vendetta. It doesn't seem to be anyway, because it seems to be across the board with many news outlets.
And I know some people watching will probably be like, oh, boo-hoo, the UT's not getting what it wants, or KPBS isn't getting what it wants, but that's not the point. I mean, under the strong mayor form of government, the mayor has all the information and control over the dissemination of that information. So if he's not releasing any information, it's not just to the media, it's to lawyers, business leaders in town who maybe have projects before the city. I mean, it's a much bigger...
And to the voters. That's why people are turning into the media to find out about this. Well, we are out of time, so Craig Gustafson with the UT San Diego, thank you so much for talking with us.
Thanks for having me.